Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. I welcome you all to today's discussion on the topic of the week, and that is regarding sanitation and waste management. According to the World Health Organization, sanitation refers to the provision of facilities and services for the safe disposal of human waste. It also refers to maintenance of hygienic conditions through services such as garbage collection and waste disposal. Sanitation is important because poor sanitation is directly linked to high child mortality due to life-threatening diseases such as diarrhea, polio, etc., as well as other problems including extreme poverty around the world. In rural areas, poor sanitation infrastructure not only compromises the quality of drinking water but also contamination of water for agricultural purposes. Also, poor sanitation is also the reason for many social problems, like for instance, open defecation compromises the safety of women and girls, the loss of personal dignity, and various sanitation related diseases. Historically, the Indian society had given high priority to the issue of sanitation, which is reflected in excavation of various sites belonging to the Indus Valley civilization, which had various well developed underground drainage systems. Improved sanitary practices were also adopted during the reign of various dynasties like the Mauryas, Guptas, or the southern kingdom of Vijayanagara. Even the various social reformers of India propagated the importance of sanitation right from Patanjali's philosophical writings to Vivekananda and the Gandhian concept of sanitation. In spite of this, the practice of open defecation is largely prevalent in India, mainly due to the lack of awareness and established age-old traditional practice, as well as the gap between the availability and adequacy of toilets which are accessible to the population. Given this background, the government started the Central Rural Sanitation Program in 1986 with the primary objective of improving the quality of life of rural people and also to provide privacy and dignity to women. In this regard, the concept of sanitation was expanded to include personal hygiene, home sanitation, safe water, garbage disposal, as well as sewage management through a demand driven approach and was further strengthened in the year 1999 under the name Total Sanitation Campaign. The revised approach emphasized more on information, education, and communication activities, as well as human resource development and capacity development activities to increase awareness among the rural people in order to generate demand for sanitary facilities. In essence, the program was implemented with a focus on community led and people centered initiatives. Also, the Government of India launched the Nirmal Gram Puraskar in order to recognize the achievements and efforts made in ensuring full sanitation coverage. Encouraged by its success, the Total Sanitation Campaign was further strengthened and renamed as the Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan with an objective to accelerate the sanitation coverage in the rural areas in a comprehensive scale. At the same time, sanitation and hygiene were equally emphasized at the international level, which was reflected in the Millennium Development Agenda and the WASH initiative, which is an acronym that stands for Water, Sanitation and Hygiene. The core activity of WASH emphasizes the teaching of basic sanitation and hygiene to the communities and school children with a particular focus on girls' education and gender equality, which is necessary for the success of such initiatives. The objective of the Millennium Development Agenda is also reflected in the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly with respect to good health and well-being, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, climate action, and sustainable use of the environment. Given such high importance of sanitation and hygiene, the government launched the Swachch Bharat Abhiyan, which is termed as the biggest ever cleanliness drive in the country, with a goal to achieve Swachh Bharat by the year 2019 as a tribute to the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi by improving the levels of cleanliness and making Gram Panchayats open defecation free. The objectives of the program include elimination of open defecation, conversion of insanitary toilets to pore flush toilets, eradication of manual scavenging, behavioral change in people regarding healthy sanitation practices, generation of awareness among citizens about sanitation, facilitating private sector participation in capital expenditure as well as operation and maintenance of sanitary facilities, and finally 100% collection and scientific processing and disposal of municipal solid waste, which is one of the crucial factors for the success of the initiative and therefore the focus of our discussion. Recently, a study was conducted in Uttar Pradesh which showed that, in spite of the best efforts by the government to expand sanitation and access to toilets, still 87% of the fecal sludge expelled from the toilets is untreated in urban areas. The study conducted in UP by the Center for Science and Environment has exposed how the waste treatment system is in disarray, thereby leading to discharge of untreated sewage into drains, open lands and wetlands. Given the 2030 UN Sustainable Development Agenda to achieve clean water and sanitation, the study highlights the magnitude of the work which remains to be done, given the fact that the government programs or the National Urban Sanitation Policy has not changed the ground situation to a significant extent. The Swachch Bharat Abhiyan promised a major shift by focusing on the basic requirement of household and community toilets in both rural and urban areas. But the problem of waste treatment, be it with respect to containment or collection, is proving to be a challenge, particularly without the use of manual labor. Therefore, it may be time for a new approach with decentralized sludge management systems rather than the large sewage treatment plants, which could bring in twin benefits of not only improving the environment but also reducing the disease burden due to insanitary conditions. These small treatment systems will provide easily accessible solutions to households that are currently discharging waste into open drains and could therefore improve the efficiency of sludge management. Further, the business of fecal sludge management has to be professionalized and destigmatized with greater adoption of mechanized operations in order to realize the sustainable development goals. In this regard, the recent study provides an opportunity for the state to demonstrate its commitment towards enhancing sanitation and therefore transform lives. On that note, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do like, share, and comment to support this initiative. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.